one, you don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you don't bring nothing to the table. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when all you do is sleep and do your makeup and shower 4 times a week. You don't get to pick a bill when your ass don't go to the gym. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you aren't top notch. And to be top notch is not birth-given looks. It's applied effort. To be top notch means you get your ass up and you work and you get your own bag first. To tell a man to pick a bill is like, hey, I got this shit under control over here. Everything on my end is good. So if you want to come eat where it's good, if you want to come be where it's good, you got to pick a bill. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill if you're a broke woman. If you're a lazy woman, if your mentality is trash, you can't hold a conversation because you don't read books. I'm going to say it in every video. You ain't ever read a book. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when your wallet is flat. You need to pick a bill yourself first. Pick a bill is for women who got their shit together and they don't want no man wasting their time. Me. Don't come over here thinking that you can come enjoy the fruits of my labor and not pick a bill. Pick a bill is for the bill payers who do not want somebody to come leech. Not for the broke women who don't have nothing but a peach. Okay?
Now, there are some things that I agree with what she's saying, and there are other things that I don't. So those are some things that I'm going to agree with. Her saying that as a woman, if you bring absolutely nothing to the table, and you have women really teaching this out there. Literally, there's this woman who has a book on Amazon that says, I bring nothing to the table. And that's where men really have to watch out, because there are women out there that simply think because they exist that they deserve everything. They deserve every penny that's in a man's bank account. And that's simply not true. People in general, we are undeserving. Jesus died for our sins, and now we're able to reconcile and able to repent and live a life of repentance. But there are women out here that, because of the way that they look or the way that they present themselves, they believe that people should kiss the ground that they walk on. And another thing that I agree with what she's saying is women in going to the gym. A lot of women are choosing the BBL route, or choosing the lipo route, and that's just what it is. They're choosing to make these modifications to themselves. Just putting myself in the position of like a man, just looking at it from that type of perspective. Obviously, I'm a woman, and I won't ever know that, nor am I saying that I want to, but as a dude, like, wouldn't you want to be with a woman who you're attracted to what she looks like without makeup, without weave or anything else? You are attracted to this woman in her natural state. Now, of course, as a woman, as a man, you want to take care of yourself. You want to be the best you that you can be without all of the extra, by eating healthy, like going to the gym, like she says. It reminds me of another video that I saw on another creator's platform of this woman who's talking about the promotion of self-love
down your throat until you are so sick and tired of it that you come on this app like I'm doing right now and ranting about it. I just would love for a man to see me as the person that I really am, rather than what I can provide for him. Because I realize that's why a lot of women are in romantic relationships and partnerships with men, is that they have this currency that they can provide for men, this social status. And because I'm not skinny, I can't give that to them. So
okay, just to be clear, most of these dudes are not with skinny women because it's social currency. They're just with these skinny broads because they just find them more attractive.
and how it's basically being shoved down our throats. And I agree with that part. Like, they'll talk about self-love all damn day, to the point where you're just sick of the word. Okay. And of course, value yourself, have value. But if everything is just self, and these people that are preaching these things are unhappy themselves, are single, lonely, for reason, not because they want to, okay, because of the fact that they're so self-centered. So just imagine having to constantly hear this and constantly have this, creating a league of lonely women and men. The other thing that she has said, though, that I completely disagree with, that you could tell hit a chord for her saying that if she loses 150 pounds, she's still going to be the same person. No. Okay, no. Whenever you are working on your body and you're working on yourself to be the best you that you could be, even if it's physical, it does something to you mentally, even spiritually. You're upgrading. If you're trying to lose that weight and you're trying to get healthier, now you're eating foods that are serving your body and not helping to destroy it and make it deteriorate. You're eating healthy, your skin's clearing up, your skin's able to breathe better. You're able to do things that you weren't able to do before, uplifting your confidence. But also the fact that if you want a certain type of man, you're going to have to hit the gym. You're going to have to show the physical results of you caring about yourself, of caring about your health. McDonald's, Burger King, fast food in general, junk food, that's all. It's called junk food, fast food for a reason. Like, it's trash. Situations where you don't want to go into a relationship and fight with your significant other about your weight and about the level of attraction that you have towards that person. Then on top of that, the health conditions that could come about because of it. You're saying these things like it's not important to look like that's like, and that same woman that was talking about that, if a man that wasn't attractive to you came up to you, you wouldn't give him a chance, especially women. Okay, I'm not saying that men aren't, the same way, but as a woman, unless the dude got money or something like that, you're not about to sit there and, give somebody attention who you are not attracted to. So why can't have that type of preference that they want someone who's healthy? They want someone that they are physically attracted to, because at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, aren't things going to get physical? It's reading. And a lot of us are guilty of it. But there are probably people out there who haven't even read one book or two or three to create some type of mental stimulation. Now, you already know, if you don't, the book that I would highly recommend to start reading and to read bit by bit, because you learn so much wisdom. God is wisdom. God is the truth. God is the way, is the Bible, KJV. But you have women out here that focus so much on making sure that their makeup is on right, making sure that their lashes is on right, making sure that their baby hairs are laid, but don't have anything to really say, that don't really have anything to offer to the conversation of the continuance of the relationship. Yes, the man may be attracted to you, may have given you the time of day by coming over and trying to make an advancement towards you, but your vagina, your look is not going to keep him in place, because there are plenty of women out there, women that are afraid to even say there's women that are curvier than you. There are women that are prettier than you. There are women that have certain things that you don't have. That's where your substance has to come in. Your personality, like, why should we even still be together? And then there's women that immediately open their legs, and now you're really not worth anything else. I'm not saying that you are worthless, but if you yourself treat yourself this way, how is it that anyone else is going to value you anymore? And I also agree that women can, have business and work and do the things that they have to do in order to provide for themselves. Like, if you're a single woman out here and you're just trying to get things together, you need to do X, Y, and Z. You'll have these women out here who you'll be like, oh, they're making all this money, they're doing all these things, they have this, they have that, but many times these women are selling their body. That's why they have all of these things. We really have to learn and spot out laziness, because there are certain things that women just aren't willing to do, even though there's so many things to do. But OF is a perfect example. It's easy to turn on your camera. Oh, for certain people, it's not easy for everybody. If you have any type of morality to you, if you have any type of shame, but it seems like it's easy to just turn on your phone, make an account, and then do a couple things because your mama gave it to you, right? So you're just, okay, well, I have this great thing. I'm blessed. Let me just make this money. Like, no, no. The things that I disagree with this woman, what she's saying is the mentality of the boss chick. And that's what I'm presuming, okay? She, has certain things that I've noticed. Now, obviously, this woman is a beautiful woman, but to take care of yourself, that's another thing. To take care of yourself does not mean that you have to get your lashes done or get extensions or have long cat nails or anything like that. That is not the equivalent to you taking care of yourself, maintaining yourself, or the man, all you need is one man. Okay, that's all you need. And as far as trying to appeal to the masses or follow what the masses are doing, you do not need to do those things. And this is a mentality I wish that I had. I didn't really think clearly, because you just see it and you think that it's normal. But if you really look, like, as Black women, we be the main ones. Okay, I stopped years ago, but be the main ones rocking another nationality's hair. Like, you know what I mean? Rocking their hair instead of taking care of your own hair, maintaining your own hair. And then right now I'm dealing with my edges, and it was not just because of that. It's other things too, but it has so much to do with that as well. It didn't help. It definitely didn't help. That's one thing. And another thing is this boss mentality. And I remember this one video, I'm going to insert the podcast, where this woman is talking about why men go for the women with the BBLs, and why that when it comes to, like, her situation, she makes her own money, she gets to her own bag. Why is it that they're not trying to provide for her? Now, if you got everything, I'm saying, like, you got everything down, you have this, you have that, you're flexing, you're doing this and a third, you say, I don't need this and I don't need that, I just want you, I just did that. You're having this real masculine energy, this real masculine spirit to you. Why does he need to be there? You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. Like, you of course, women, provide for yourselves, but there's a way to do certain things and a way to present yourself. If you are presenting yourself like this super boss chick, I don't know if this woman is in a relationship or if she's married, but I mean, there's certain things that, it should, for me, in my personal opinion, okay, it shouldn't all be just focused on money. The main thing that you should be looking for in a man is if he fears God. Because once that is set in place, then he has the wisdom and understanding. Of course, having a man or woman that has, like, especially if they have, like, an affluent family or whatever the case. I'm not saying that's bad, okay? Riches, wealth, abundance. These are things all from the Lord. But it's when you're trying to create this ideal is, oh, you're this boss chick, you're this boss babe, I do it all by myself, I'm da-da-da-da-da. Don't be surprised if you end up all by yourself. Another thing that I disagree with what she's saying is how transactional and robotic she's making it seem. Like, everything is just about money, everything is just about sex, everything is just about what can you do for me. And it's creating this type of toxic environment where there's no real loyalty, there's no real honor, there's no real love. Like, the fact is that this woman, like, and I would say, like, this would be a warning for men. Like, if I was looking at her in a certain position, yes, she is a beautiful woman, but I would not at all, if it was like from a man's perspective, give her the time of day, because you could tell that she's toxic. You can tell that she's transactional. You can tell if I'm down and out and I don't have enough money, if I don't have the things that she needs, that I'm no longer, useful to her, that to be used. And that's the sad truth about today's society, is that everything is just about the transaction. What if we go through a rough patch? What if something happens to my health? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's like marriage nowadays is a complete and utter joke. It actually takes real faith and loyalty to be in a relationship. It shouldn't just be about money. Yes, of course, a man provides, but providing, it can also be in other ways, not just the monetary things. There's men out here that know how to cook in the woods, go hunt and go cook in the woods. There's men that know how to build a cabin with their bare hands and some tools. There's men that know how to provide without having to rely on a corporation or having to rely on whatever hustle is going on. Not to say that it's not good to, be able to hustle and make money from different types of ways. No, but there are men that have plenty of other ways that they provide. But there are men out here that provide by being excellent fathers. So it's not just about money by itself. Yes, providing is a major thing, but so are the other things. It's just everything is so focused on money. I remember I saw a guy with a shirt that said, "Make money, not friends." And if we are focused, if you're trying to just live by mammon, it's not going to work out in the end. You already see the American dollar is crashing, and we're about to enter into a different type of society, a different type of payment system that can cost you everything. So it's just, that's another thing that I really just didn't like, and that didn't sit well with me and what she was saying, because of how materialistic, basic, and shallow that the things that she was talking about, that's it. It's all about money. If that's the case, just be by yourself and make that bread. Concludes this video. I'm not a relationship guru. I'm not saying that I am, but I know what not to do. And, as far as going into this situation and, telling a man to pick a bill and this, that, and the third, I don't know about all of that. Okay, but one thing I do know is that you need to value your virtue, and that the sooner that you open your legs to a man, the sooner you are not really valued. There's nothing really to chase anymore. And that's something that's not talked about in this world, in this dating world, or whatever the case is actually getting to know somebody. That concludes this video. Mothers need to be teaching their daughters to value their virtue.